Frank Buglioni stops Hosea Burton in the 12th round to capture the British light heavyweight title in what will go down as one of the best British title fights in recent years. A fantastic, fantastic scrap this was. It was one of those kind of fights where you really weren't sure who was going to win from round to round because the action was ebbing and flowing constantly. In the first round, it didn't look like Frank Buglioni would be around too long because Hosea Burton was lighting him up. Very sharp punches, accurate punches, snapping Buglioni's head back, landing very clean. And you just thought, there's no way that Buglioni will be able to sustain this for 12 rounds. The second round, he did a bit better. As the fight went on, as I say, it was ebbing and flowing. And not just ebbing and flowing from round to round, but even ebbing and flowing in individual rounds. One guy would be in trouble for one part of the round and the other guy would come back and land shots. It was just a fantastic fight, and anybody who was there, anybody who watched the fight on television or on a stream or however you've watched it, would have thoroughly enjoyed that fight. So if they upload this wherever they upload it to YouTube, or if you're watching on Sky and they show reruns, or you find it anywhere else on Daily Motion or God knows where else, I thoroughly recommend that you watch this fight if you haven't seen it. Fantastic fight. And it really was a war of attrition in a way. Hosea Burton was definitely the better skilled of the two. He was taller, he was more rangy, he was more accurate, and he was landing hard shots. But Buglioni proved a good chin and a toughness. He did have his legs stiffened a couple of times in there. One round in particular, I remember his legs stiffening from a Hosea Burton right hand, I think it was. And Burton really is a clean puncher. He lands nice, clean shots. He's a good punch picker. He was landing that uppercut on Buglioni constantly throughout the fight. But he wasn't able to get Buglioni out of there. Buglioni just came forward with stubborn, determined pressure. And even though he was taking shots, he kept coming forward. He knew that that's the way he had to win the fight. He knew really, I guess going into the fight, that he didn't really have the skills to win it any other way. That he had to just try and grind this guy down, take the best he had, and just keep coming and keep putting the pressure on. I mean, if you look at the two of them physically, Buglioni is the shorter guy, but he also looks the much more physically, strong guy. Just looking at them. Hosea Burton is a tall, skinny kind of figure. Frank Buglioni shorter, much more muscular and sturdy looking frame. And, that's the way the fight played out from a tactical and stylistic point of view. Buglioni was just a physically stronger guy, but Burton, I don't want to say Burton was necessarily the bigger puncher, but he was certainly the cleaner puncher. Yeah, he may have been a bigger puncher too, but he was certainly the cleaner puncher. And as the fight wore on, again, ebbing and flowing, I certainly thought that Hosea Burton was ahead in the fight up until the 11th round when Frank Buglioni was awarded a very dubious knockdown. I don't think that was a legitimate knockdown. I do think that Hosea Burton was pushed to the floor and it wasn't a punch that actually caused it. But maybe if I see the replay, I might change my mind. But that's how it appeared when I watched it live. Whatever the case may be, that edged it back a little bit for Frank Buglioni on the scorecards, who, again, for me, would have been behind. Then in the 12th round, sensationally, after Hosea Burton appeared to hurt Frank Buglioni and back him off, he walked into a big shot from Buglioni and found himself on the canvas. It was dramatic because this was literally Costa's last stand for Frank Buglioni. He said in the post-fight interview that he knew he needed a knockout to win the fight. And after getting hurt, seconds before he landed a shot, he put Hosea Burton on the ground, and Hosea Burton got up. I don't know if it was a combination of tiredness as well as the shot, but he looked very, very shaky. And when Frank Buglioni walked in, as soon as he hit Hosea Burton with a shot, you could tell this fight was over because Hosea Burton had nothing, and the referee had no choice but to step in and stop the fight before Hosea Burton went down again. So a fantastic win for Frank Buglioni. Great come from behind performance, great show of determination, heart, courage, never say die attitude, and just a great, great spectacle for the fans. So again, if you haven't seen this fight, I thoroughly recommend it. It was a great advert for the British title. In this instance, the British light heavyweight title. Great, great fight. And I'd definitely like to see a rematch. The first fight was very good. And we were promised by many people actually, I think maybe even including Eddie Hearn, that this would be the best fight on this particular card. And the card has not finished yet, but so far it's definitely been the best fight on the card. It may prove to be the best fight overall. So anyway, let me know what you felt about the performance of Frank Buglioni and Hosea Burton. Would you like to see a rematch? Who do you think would win a rematch? And where do you see both guys going from here? All right, drop it all in the comment section below. It's your boy Hatman, I'm out.